Warmer temperatures mean hurricane season is on the horizon. And
I urge you to listen to local officials and evacuate when you're ordered to do so.
Tracking the tropics this evening along with bring two areas of potential tropical development. A number of showers and some thunderstorms. Local heavy rainfall across the area.
This is why you evacuate.
Sunday of the road trip. Third game. Mississauga going one-on-one so far on this road trip. Losing their first game to Kingston 3-2. Last night they fired 65 shots towards the 67s and ended up with a 2-0 win. Senators also coming off of a win yesterday. Both these teams met just a week ago back in Mississauga. Mississauga walking away with a 4-0 win in that game. Should be a good one. Looking forward to a great game.
Forward, number 10,
And everyone gets their helmets back on. We're ready to go. Kalia Pharand going to start net for the Mississauga Hurricanes. Ivy Nellis, who started in the last game against the Mississauga Hurricanes back in Mississauga. Here we go. Face off one, Mississauga. To the point. On the boards. Ottawa turns that over the other way. Staley's right there. She'll chip it to the line, not out. Makokis will pick that, take it behind her own net. Chips to the sideboards. Aquino goes up to Langis. Langis has to regroup. She's got some room up the middle. She'll throw that puck up. Just missing Aquino. Aquino get it dumped in deep. Mississauga will get their first change on D. Ottawa will skate that out of their own zone. Makokis, good job pinching off. The puck gets deep. Ottawa will get their first change in. Pasma over to Peddle. Peddle will chip that by. And unfortunately, they're going to say I was on the wrong side of center. That'll be an icing. Looked awfully close. Makokis on the face-off. Puts one to the boards. Pasma will circle with it. She'll go behind the net. To McDonald. McDonald up the wing. Staley. Staley will cut to the middle. Hits Pasma with some speed. Pasma tips it up. Makokis was turned the wrong way. She'll pick it right back up. Gets a shot off, but that's blocked. And Ottawa will turn it back into center. And they'll flip it down. Move it up the boards. Mazi's got some room. Takes it wide. Has to go behind the net with it. Shovels the Peddle. Peddle moves to the point. Owen keeps that in. Nope. They're going to say that's offside. Ref started to wave that off, and then threw the hand up. May have just gotten over the line there. Bruce wide. She cuts the middle. Got some room. On her backhand. Throws one towards the net. Nellis to stop. Another puck towards the net. That'll stick to the pad. Mississauga wins the face-off. Try to go wide. Owen. That pass is cut off. She does a good job of boxing out her check. Gets a pass over to LeCoulier. LeCoulier cross ice to Crucius. Crucius tips that up. Not past anyone. Fights with it in the corner. Soja in there to help out. Soja now. Digging away. Sens will get it. He'll chip it to the line. Captain LeCoulier. Ottawa will skate that off the boards, and they've got some room. They'll go through the neutral zone. Ottawa makes a change. Throws a shot in on Pharand. Pharand will glove that easily and hold on for a face-off. Ottawa thrown out of the face-off. Walls will take it. She still wins it. Ottawa's on the far side. Go far side to the B. Shot on net. Kalia steers that to the corner. Now back. Makokis flips it high. That'll get out into the neutral zone. And thrown back. Deep. Makokis goes over to Hope. Oh, back to Makokis. Makokis turns. Throws it up in the boards again, just into the neutral zone. And Wheeler will turn around with that puck. Makes a couple moves, but is bumped by Fabro. Makokis trying to flip it back out again. And Ottawa will dump that in. Far side. Centering. Puck shot, and it's deflected up and out of play. .16:40 left to go in the first period. 2-2 the shots. Face off right to Kalia, won by Mississauga. They'll flip it up the board. Staley is up the middle. And Pasma will try to make a pass across the middle, and that's cut off. McDonald recovers. Langis and Aquino. Langis trying to make Aquino. That goes behind her. Chases it to the other side. Langis gets it by the net. Centers. But nothing but Ottawa players there. And they'll turn back the other way. They get the red line, and they'll dump it deep. McDonald first on it. She'll tip it up the boards to Staley. Staley to the middle. Aquino. Aquino dumps that deep. Jumped up the boards. And Ottawa turn it back the other way quickly. Owen, 1-1. Shot from outside. And right in the middle for Han. She'll hang on for a face-off. Makokis on the face-off. Ottawa wins. They try to throw a shot. It's blocked. Comes out into a scrum. And Owen will get to Mazi. Peddle trying to get around. Held up, and Mazi will get there first. Mazi on the board, six to the point. Gloyns, far side to Owen. Owen tries to get a shot, rolls off her stick. And Ottawa will throw that to length of the ice for icing. Face off one to Owen. Cross to Gloyns. Gloyns in the corner. Throws the puck on net. That deflects off of somebody in front. Goes into the corner. Makokis tries to center. And Ottawa will clear. Just to the other side of the line. And Owen will dump it right back down. And Ottawa will get and Mississauga will get a change. Makokis stays in on the forecheck. She'll come up with a puck. Fresh line out. She moves that to LeCoulier. LeCoulier's got some room. She steps in. Makes a move. Doesn't get a shot. Backhand shot in front. Bruce just puts that wide. Bruce in the corner. Circling. He's got some room. Goes far side. Lines it up. Gets a shot. Rebound. Also stop with Soja. Right there on the doorstep. Nellis will cover up. Soja thrown out of the face-off. LeCoulier will come in and take it. Ottawa will win that to the corner. We'll go to the other side where Wallace will pick it up. Goes up the boards. Ottawa will chip that by Ho. And Makokis will cover that behind her own net. Drops to LeCoulier. LeCoulier tries to chip that up to Soja, but Ho will grab it. She'll take a bit of a skate. Moves it to the far side. Soja across the line. Tries to move that across the Cruces. And that pass is cut off. Platoon from behind her own net. Moves it up. Wallace gets to the red line. She'll dump it in. She'll go for a change. Pasma in front of her own net. Moves it up to Fabro. Fabro cuts through the middle. It drops for Zunn. Zunn tries to get it back to her. But Ottawa will pick that up and take it to safety. Get it out into the neutral zone. Pasma. A nice pass from McDonald. She'll skate to the far side, dump that in. Fabro at the point. Knocked down. No call on that play. Shot on Kalia. Pharand elects that to the far side. Battle along the boards. Up thrown to the middle. And Gloyns will dump that off with Staley on the move. Staley looking like she would have been the first one there, and they'll call that on icing. looks like the refs talked about it. And they're going to put that face off at center ice and allow Mississauga to make the change. Langis face off win. Gloyns across to Owen. Owen chips that up to Aquino. Aquino across the line. Stays with it. Still has it. Fires a shot. Hits the glove and a quick whistle by the ref with a rebound sitting right in front. .13:02 left to go in the first period. Still a 0-0 score. Langis wins that face-off. Staley helps it out. Gets to Gloyns. She'll dump it around the corner. Comes all the way around the net. Thrown up the boards, and that gets through Owen. Skates. Gloyns. Back. Moves it up into the neutral zone. Langis there. Bounces off her stick. And Staley will turn it back the other way. Staley has it along the side. Centers it. Just misses Aquino on the back corner. Back to the point. Owen now with it. Hesitation. Takes it back to the corner. Throws a puck towards the net. And that's deflected behind the net. Thrown out in front. Staley can't get a stick on it. Staley now with it. Up at the top. She circles around on her backhand. Throws it in front of the net. Langis right there. A shot. Second shot by Aquino. Both steered away by Nellis. Another shot flipped in from the far side. Goes wide of the net. And Ottawa will finally get that out. And that'll go the length of the ice for icing. So Mississauga with a couple of chances there. Got Nellis moving back and forth in the net. That was how they scored last time. They got a couple of goals with Nellis being very active, moving back and forth. Face off. Peddle controls along the wall. Tries to center to Mazi. That hits the skate. Mazi pulls it up to the top. So skate across the top on her backhand. Almost caught. Chips it into the corner. Puck will come out to the point. Makokis tries to keep that in, and it gets chipped out in the center. Peddle turns. She's got some room. Kicks it up to her stick. Comes around, takes a shot, and that goes just wide. Makokis try to pinch off in the corner. Ottawa with it. They'll get to the red line and dump it deep. Theron will stop that behind the net. Played around the net. McDonald has it come off of her stick. Wallace tries to get to the net. Oh, does a good job of stopping that check. Oh. And Makokis working in the corner. Mazi drops that back down to Ho. And Ho will take that behind the net. Moves it to her partner, McDonald, who's immediately hassled. Two Sens, two Hurricanes in the corner. And McDonald gets that over back to Ho. Ho up to Mazi. Mazi quickly through the middle to Krucic. Krucic by herself, everyone else changing. She'll lag that into the corner. Stays with it. Coulier now in to help out. Comes up to the board to Soja. Pass to Pasma. Pasma backhand pass to McDonald. McDonald throws a puck towards the net. It's stopped. And the Sens will dump that out. They'll go all the way down to the Mississauga end, but won't go far enough for icing. Pasma up to Coulier. Coulier pops off the boards with some speed on her backhand, but she's hassled from behind. Stick lifted, and Ottawa will turn it back the other way. The Sens captain tries to put a puck on net. A good defensive play. And that'll get chipped out by Krucic. Ottawa will turn it right back in. Soja along the boards. Back behind the net. Owen far side. She'll stop up. Go back down to Gloyns. Gloyns to the front. Far side to Zunn. Zunn immediately checked. She spins off of that. Gets it out to the neutral zone. It comes right back. Owen puts that up to Theron. Theron across the blue line. Zunn behind the net. Battling with Fabro. Ottawa will pull it out though. Fabro stays right with it. She'll pick that puck up. Owen keeps up being alive on the boards. Pops out to the middle. Ottawa flips it up. Hits Theron in the mask. Comes right back down. That puck will get out into the neutral zone. Owen. Over to Makokis. Makokis back to Owen. And it slides on her stick, and Aquino will flip that back down in the zone. Fabro chasing that down. Pass up the middle. And Ottawa will throw that the other way. That'll go the length of the ice for icing, and Ottawa will have to come back out. .8:33 left to go in the first period. Scramble draw. And Staley puts the puck just wide of the net. They battle behind the net for it. Aquino tries to come out. She's tripped up, but no call. Puck pops out. Langis takes a shot. That one gets on net. And Ellis had to search for that to cover it up. Langis wins the face-off to the boards. Ottawa hadn't finished changing yet. And they'll start over again. Langis wins that face-off. But Ottawa will pick it up. They'll skate it right out. Pasma, nice poke check. And Aquino supporting her, tips that back out into the neutral zone. Kick inside the zone. Pasma spins. Throws the puck up the boards, but thrown back in the zone by Ottawa. Langis pinned on the boards. Pasma in to help out. Sens will walk out of the corner with it. Backhand shot just goes wide of the net. And Aquino up to McDonald. McDonald flips the puck up. Nice job by the Ottawa center player to grab that with their hand, throw it down. Shot down on Kalia, and she'll cover up. Ottawa toss from the face-off. Makokis wins that face-off. Goes towards the net. Owen hassled by two centers behind the net. No walk out with the puck. It's the center. Took towards the boards. Centers definitely with a little more jump in their step than they had a week ago in Mississauga. Along the boards. Mazi and Makokis battling. Gloyns will stop a pass across the zone. Makokis up to Mazi. Mazi trying to give that back to Makokis. And she's gone off. Up the boards. Owen will pin that in. Peddle towards the middle. And Mazi is dropped. That'll be the first power play of the game. Checking penalty. So with 6:32 left in the first, Mississauga to their first power play. Kalia, she'll take a shot and I guess deflected wide. Gloyns drops that puck, nobody there. They'll come out to the neutral zone. Owen looking for a lane. Has to bring that back to Gloyns. Back to Owen. She's got some room now. She'll cut into the zone. Stop up along the boards. Looking. She'll come right across the middle. Has some room. Makes a couple moves. Slides it in front. Just missing Gloyns on the backside. Soja drops it. And misses LeCoulier. That'll come outside the zone. Far side to Owen. Owen tips that puck back to Gloyns. Back to Owen. Owen will turn up. She's got some room. She'll skate it. Over to Ho. Ho will chip that puck in. And Grucha's got it on her forehand. Tries to get towards the net. Can't quite get there. And that puck will just get outside the zone. 45 seconds left to go in the power play. Ho throws a puck in on net. That sticks to Nellis. She'll hang on, not knowing exactly where that puck is. Fabro wins that face-off. Back to Theron. Theron over to Makokis. Makokis down the wall to Ho. Ho right on front. Fabro one-timer shot. Zunn right there on the doorstep. Couple of shots at it. And that puck hits her stick and goes up and over top. Oh, another shot and a glove save by Nellis. Fabro wins that face-off. Back to Theron. Theron over to Makokis. Makokis down the wall to Ho. Oh, right on front. Fabro one-timer shot. Zunn right there on the doorstep. 19 seconds left to go in the power play. A couple big chances right there. Getting pucks towards that net, I think, is important. And puck slides down. And Nellis will cover up. Face off, won by Fabro again. Aaron spins along the side. Throws the puck to the front of the net. Nobody gets it. Oh, gets it. Takes a shot and just goes up and over the top. That'll do it for the power play. Zunn dumps it deep, hits the ref. And Ottawa will bring it back behind their own net anyway. They'll throw it up the boards. Chipped out into the neutral zone. McDonald up the middle. Theron tips that up. She's trying to get out for a change. We'll turn it back the other way. Wallace. Staley strips that. She'll take that behind the net. Moves up the board to Aquino. Gets up and out of the zone. Langis now. Drops down on her stick. Has Aquino in front. Moves across, and Aquino can't quite get a stick on it. Puck thrown out into the neutral zone. And Pasma will just throw that back into the corner. Langis gets on it. Aquino there to help out. Throws out in front. Staley shot. Goes wide of the net. Centered again. Missed. And Ottawa will take off. One-on-one now. McDonald. Shot on Theron. Theron cover up. .324 left to go here in the first period. Stop one by Mississauga. Pasma goes far side. Mazi chips out in the neutral zone. Peddle first on that. Puck cleared right to Mazi. And she'll take that behind the net. She's pinched off. Makokis on the side. Puck trying to be centered. Gets behind Owen. Gloyns there though. And Gloyns will just pick that puck up. Ever rolled off to Ottawa's stick as she tried to take a shot. Mazi across the line. Cuts to the middle. Over to Owen. Owen's got some room. Shot. And it hits the blocker and goes to the corner. Up to the point. Mazi. Down to Peddle. Peddle. Back up top. Mazi. Gloyns. Gloyns down to Mazi. Mazi to Owen. Owen. Shot. That was just wide. Peddle on it. And Ottawa will pick that up in their zone. They'll throw it up the boards. Platoon. Owen getting in the way of that. Goes to the corner. Cross to Gloyns. Gloyns up to Makokis. Makokis can't get up the boards. And up in front. Tries to center. It'll get to the line. The Sens will keep that in. Owen has a jump over her stick. Goes back behind the net to Gloyns. Gloyns with some time up to LeCoulier. LeCoulier will skate that out. Get to the red line. Cross. Far side. Bruchis in front with it. Can't get it to her forehand. Makokis at the line will just dump that back in and go all the way around. And Ottawa will chip that out into the neutral zone. Oh, grabs it. Makes a nice move to the line. Her backhand tries to get towards the net. Poked away. Passes up to the point. LeCoulier back to Ho. Ho tries to cut to the middle, but she's met by two Sens, and they'll turn it back. Puck goes in the corner. Makokis taken down in the corner. She's back up and has control. Puts it back behind the net. Oh. Has to go to LeCoulier. LeCoulier will tip that. And that'll go all the way down right on net. No icing. And Ellis will have to save it and cover up. .49 seconds left to go in the first period. Still 0-0. Bronwyn wins. Back to Zunn. Back to Pasma. Pasma throws a puck through traffic. And that goes in. A seeing eye shot. Throws a puck through traffic. And that goes in. A seeing eye shot. Weekend. Third of the year. .44 seconds left in the first. Mississauga takes the lead. And they're right back on the attack again. Theron across the line. Into the corner. Theron with it. Has some room. Back to the point. Pasma. Back to Theron. Theron shot. That puck goes just wide. Scramble in front. Pasma keeps it in. She flips a puck. Blocked. The second shot goes up. No stick on Nellis. Kicks out another shot. Barrage at the end of the period. 5 seconds left to go. Get it to the front. And Fabro tries to center that with 10 seconds clicking away. And they throw another barrage with 4 shots on net. Mississauga leads 1-0 after the first.
Broke up with me. For the life of me, I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm usually the first one to admit I did wrong. Get over yourself. It's no big deal if I run a little faster than you on the playground. Get over yourself. What's your problem? What's your problem? Well, if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, and if you don't like girls that are faster than you, and if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well, then you might not like me. You might not like me. We had chemistry. You're the one that got away, and I'll never forget you. You were beautiful. You were perfect as you were, and I didn't want to fix you. Get over yourself. It's no big deal if I swim a little faster than you in the neighbor's pool. Get over yourself. What's your problem? the tear from your eye. I'll take you back, I'll take you back, I'll take you back, boy. Lay down your pride, wipe the tear from your eye. I'll take you back, I'll take you back, I'll take you back. But if you don't like girls that are stronger than you, and if you don't like girls that are faster than you, and if you don't like girls that are smarter than you, well then you might not like me, you might not like me. And if you don't like girls tougher than you, and if you don't like girls more daring than you, and if you don't like girls braver than you, well then you might not like me, you might not like me. Might not like me. You might not like me. You might not like me. You might not like me.
Oh, cross the line, that'll just get out. Makokis back to home. Mazi throws it to the middle. Makokis gets a shot. She rings it off the bar. And up the wall. Soja turns that right around. Leculier. It's up to the front. Crucius a shot off the crossbar. And he goes up and out of play. Owen cuts that off. She'll pick that puck up. She's got some time and room. Throws it hard. And chips it in. A beautiful pass by Owen to Langis. And they finally open. Pasma to get that puck fired to the far side, but Ottawa's there to meet it. They'll get a puck on net, deflected on. Rebound comes up, and oh my God, Hepburn another. and that'll just get out. Makokis back to home. Mazi throws it to the middle. Makokis gets a shot. She rings it off the bar. And up the wall. Soja turns that right around. LeCoulier. Up to the front. Crucius a shot off the crossbar. And he goes up and out of play. Owen cuts that off. She'll pick that puck up. She's got some time and room. Throws it hard. And chips it in. A beautiful pass by Owen to Langis. And they finally open. Pasma to get that puck fired to the far side, but Ottawa's there to meet it. They'll get a puck on net, deflected on. Rebound comes up, and oh my God, Hepburn another. First period recap. Mississauga 1-0 lead on a goal by Pasma, her third of the season. Mississauga 0 for 1 on the power play. Ottawa yet to get a chance. Shots after 1, 19 shots for Mississauga, 6 for the Ottawa Senators. Face off, won by Mississauga. They'll go D to D, and Aquino will get that deep into the zone. Langis chases. He'll get there. Try the center. He'll pop into the corner, and Ottawa will skate along the boards. Staley will pick that off. Staley into the corner. Looking to the front of the net. Tries the center off the shin pad. Second attempt gets to Langis. Langis with a shot. And that'll stick under Nellis's pad. Face off. Not done fairly. Ottawa, Mississauga will get kicked out. Aquino will come in to take it. Face off scramble. To the boards. Poked in. Aquino behind the net with it. Centers. Off a stick. And Ottawa will clear. Give up the boards. Makokis fights off her check. Ottawa trying to move it to the point. Aquino cuts that off. And it'll come back to the point. Makokis to Ho. Chips that off. Aquino will skate it to the middle. And no further. Ottawa strips The puck bounces back. Ho. She has it knocked off her stick, and Otto goes the other way. Cross. Backhand pass and a blocker save by Pharand. Just cross in the middle. Puck playing in the middle. Mississauga trying to clear the front. They get it to the boards. Ho turns back right into an Ottawa player. But Makokis will pick that up. Moves it up to Aquino. Aquino will get the red line. She'll dump that in and get a full change going for Mississauga. Behind the net. Ottawa tries to move it up. That pass is cut off. Makokis cuts the front on a backhand. Waits. Flips that and puts it into the back of the net. Makokis just waited out. Scores a beautiful goal. Behind the net. Ottawa tries to move it up. That pass is cut off. Makokis cuts the front on a backhand. Waits. Flips that and puts it into the back of the net. Makokis just waited out. Face off, won by Mississauga. And that puck will get shot back down into the Mississauga end. No icing on the play. Pasma from behind her own net, up to Peddle along the wing. Going back into the corner, Pasma with it again. Tries to center it, hits a senator. Drops back on her stick. McDonald centers. Peddle and Mazi. Peddle makes a move, try to get hard to the net. She has that poked off of her stick. Soja on the line, chip it in. And the Sens will get that out. Just outside the line, and they'll touch it up for an offside. So Makokis makes it 2-0. Her sixth goal of the season. Face off one. Gloyns over to Owen. Owen, red line, goes cross ice. Bounces right to the front of the net. Ottawa will pick that up. They'll chip it up the boards. The point, Owen keeps that in, flips it into Krucic. Krucic tries to go wide with Coulier, and then hits the stick and goes high. Gloyns dumps that back behind the net. Krucic centers it. The Coulier right there to Owen, over to Gloyns. Gloyns moves in, takes a shot, and that sticks to Nellis. Off, won by Mississauga. Ottawa will skate onto it though, and they'll get it out across the red line. They try to dump it in. Owen holds that up. She gets that back in the neutral zone. And Krucic will tip that in and chase it down. Soja and Krucic behind the net. Ottawa will come out with it though. They'll skate it up the boards, try to go up the wing. Owen there, she throws it right back into the zone. Along the boards. Ottawa now will skate it right through the neutral zone. Across the blue line. Poke check by Makokis. And it'll get to the point. They go D to D. Wheeler with it. Shot. Blocked slightly by Owen. It just goes wide of the net. Behind the net, Makokis. The body to her check. Owen. Out the front of the net. Moves it up the boards. Just out of the reach of Krucic. And shoveled back in. Owen behind her own net. Makes a move. Up the wing, and we'll flip that out into the neutral zone. Fired right back in. A couple Mississauga players going for a change. Makokis. Up to Fabro. Misses her on the wing. Hits Theron on the shot attempt, and it'll bounce out of the zone. Everyone will have to regroup. Owen over to Theron. Theron up. Zunn. Zunn has some room. Throws the puck towards the net. Goes off an Ottawa skate into the corner. Another centering attempt by Fabro. It's another skate. That'll go the full length of the ice. Pharand will come out. Try to play it. Skips over her stick just as she goes to shoot it. And Ottawa will trip up Ho coming around the net. And they'll get their second power play. And they'll touch up. So 15:08 left in the second period. Mississauga will get their second power play chance. Already up 2-0. Langis digs in for the faceoff. And Aquino will charge through and pick that puck up. McDonald moves that to the point. Pasma over to Staley. Staley down low him. Langis cuts to the middle, takes a shot. And Nellis has to be good on that one. Langis. Faceoff goes to the boards. Ottawa trying to control, but Langis will come in and grab that behind the net. She'll come out, move that puck to the point. McDonald will go back down the wall. She's got some room, tries to take a shot. Has her stick checked. Up to Staley, up to the point. Pasma, shot. That goes off a couple players in front and into the corner. Aquino, across the top to Staley. Staley, far side to McDonald. McDonald will take a shot, and that's blocked. Ottawa trying frantically to get that puck out. And Mississauga back to the point. Over to Aquino. Aquino far side to Staley. Staley can't handle that pass. Tries to center herself. And Langis behind the net will walk out to the point. Pasma shot. Another block. And Ottawa go back the other way. Breakaway chance. Shot. That goes up and over the net. Staley breaks out of the zone. Aquino now down the wing. She'll wait for the change to happen. She'll dump that into the corner. Ottawa will turn and fire it. And that'll go the length of the ice. Just under 30 seconds left to go in the power play. Owen will start behind her own net. She'll come out. Has some room. They'll let her skate, so she'll go take that room right up the middle. Far side to Mazi. Mazi will cut around the net. Has it in her skates. Makokis in to help out. Makokis drops over to Mazi. Mazi throw a puck towards the net. That'll hit the pads and direct it in the corner. Owen now along the wall. Makes a move. Another one on her backhand. Around the net. Looking all the way across. Moves it over to Peddle. Peddle shot blocked. Second chance. Moves it over to Gloyns. Gloyns at the line. That'll come just out. She'll throw it back across to Owen. Owen quickly has two Sens on her. Moves the puck up to Mazi. Throws that towards the boards, and Makokis will take that across the line. Makokis behind the net, centers. Puck goes to the far side. Makokis will keep that in. Hit hard on the boards. Mazi goes down. Too slow to get up. Makokis will keep that puck in, firing it. And Mazi laboring a little bit there. She'll go to the bench. Batum dumps it in. Verha will come out and play it, moves it up to Bournes. And Pruchis will skate through the neutral zone with it. Across the blue line. Makes a move to the center on her backhand. Throws a puck towards the net. And a backhand shot steered to the corner. Ottawa chips up to Bournes. Ho. She'll move to the middle of the ice, take a shot. That deflects, goes just wide of the net. And Ottawa will pick that up, and they'll try to skate it out. Get to the red line, they dump it deep. Ho recovers behind her own net. Has her pocket picked. Shot goes up and over the net. Tries to go up the wall. Ophelia bounces between her legs. The Pasma will skate it out. Goes cross-ice to Pruchis. Pruchis stops up. Can't keep that in. Soja goes rink wide to McDonald. McDonald will throw that puck in. Fabro going to be first on it for Mississauga. Gets it on her stick, under her forehand. Puts a shot towards the net. Rebound sitting right there. And two shots. Nellis covers up. Crafty chances there by Fabro coming out of the corner. 11:01 left to go, almost at the halfway point of this game. Up the boards, McDonald will hold that in. So move it back down the boards. Fabro tries to center. McDonald puts it in front of the net. But Theron with a center all over her back. Can't get that puck towards the net. Pasma, nice poke check. Takes her check to the corner. Comes up with that puck, moves it to the boards to Zunn. Zunn will chip it out. And Theron picks that up across the blue line, moves it to center, Zunn. And Wallace does a good job of checking her. Ottawa turning it back the other way. Pasma chase down. Ottawa getting a change in. Moves that to Owen. Owen make a turn around. Some room. Cuts across, but a stick. Poked off. Fabro throws that to the middle. Aquino's got some room. Gets across the line. Throws a puck on net. That hits Nellis. Goes into the corner. Another hitting penalty coming to Ottawa, where Staley gets crushed in the corner. So Mississauga did their third power play. 9:54 left to go in the second period. Puck to the point. Owen moves it over to Staley. Staley, far side to Gloyns. Gloyns to Staley at the top. Staley will skate down. Moves it to the front. And Owen will put that back in the corner. Staley. Back to Owen. Owen. Far side to Gloyns. Gloyns hits Owen in the middle. Right top slot. Takes the shot. Goes off a couple of people in front. And into the corner. Staley right again along the boards. She'll walk out. Right at the top of the slot. Takes the shot. And a blocker save into the corner. Langis skates out of the corner. Gloyns chips it down to Staley. Staley chips it back up to Gloyns. Gloyns across to Owen. Owen moves to her backhand. Slides around. Walks to the front. Shot. Hits a couple people in front. Sits right there. Staley. Aquino shot. Glove save. Puck goes into the corner. Mississauga still controlling. Aquino. Cuts to the front. She's tripped up. Gloyns to the side. Staley. She's being roughed up along the boards there. Aquino there to help out. To Gloyns. Gloyns over to Owen. Owen, one-timer shot. And that goes just wide. Aquino over to Owen. Owen to her skate. Spins. Comes to the middle. Has some room. Shot. Deflects off a couple of players. Back into the corner. Staley cuts the middle. Top of the slot. Doesn't shoot. Back up to the top. O keeps that in. Over to Owen. Owen back to the middle again. Lots of room. Shot. And sticks to Nellis. So 3 seconds left to go in the power play. Mississauga. All kinds of pressure, all kinds of shots. Just can't get one by Nellis. 7:56 left to go in the second period. And that'll do it for the power play as the Ottawa center player comes back to the ice. Puck thrown up the middle. It's going to go length of the ice. And that's getting called off. Ottawa beats him to the puck. Makokis trying to center. Sens captain doing a good job on the forecheck and beating out that play. Oh, along the boards. Moves it back to her forehand. Goes D to D into Makokis. Makokis up to Theron. And Theron will throw that into the middle. Peddle. Can't quite get to that puck, and it's thrown back the other way. Makokis. Behind the net to Ho. Ho will skate up the boards. She'll stop up. Moves that back to Makokis. To Peddle. Peddle chips that up to Makokis. Skating through. It chips up in the air. She'll dump that in. Nellis will stop that up. And Ottawa will start from behind their own net. Soja cuts that off. Mississauga in the middle of the change. Ottawa looking for a lane out of the zone. They'll throw a hot shot to the far side. Mississauga will recover. The Coulier chips that puck in. And Pasma first on the forecheck. Gets it out to Crucius. Crucius across to McDonald. McDonald in the corner now with it. Crucius helping out. Crucius and the McDonald. A couple of Sens on them. Good battle. And the Sens will come out of the corner with it. They'll center it. In the shift. Ottawa will dump that in. Theron will stop that. Get behind the net. Pasma centers. And another stop for Theron. Behind the net. They try to center again. Makokis will come out with it. Crucic. Back up to LeCoulier. LeCoulier throws it back in towards the net. Sticks to the side. That puck goes right in front. And Ellis will jump on before any chance. .43 left to go in the second period. Mississauga leads 2-0. Face off, won by Mississauga. Fabro. It's in the corner to Zunn. Zunn up to the point. And Ottawa will break across the line. 3, far side shot, goes up and falls down in the net. Ottawa will get one back here. They go back on the offense, throw another puck towards the net. Blocked in front, Langis turns it back the other way. Owen, far side. She'll stick handle through the middle. Looking for someone to pass that to. Goes wide. Behind the net. Behind the net. Around the center. Drops for Gloyns. Gloyns down low to Aquino. Aquino tries to center. Scaly. She'll spin with it. Walking right through the middle. Scalia's shot was up and over the net. Aquino. Cut to the middle. She'll throw a puck on net, and that'll just stick to the goalie. Avery Wachek scoring her 5th goal of the season. And Ottawa comes back the other way. A nice stick check by Makokis. And quickly it turns up back up the other way. Mazi tries to center. Nobody there. And they'll battle with it in the neutral zone. Ottawa recovering. They go to the far side and they'll get to a red line. Try to dump it in. Makokis cuts that dump in off. Quickly up to Peddle. Peddle. The wheel around the far side. She'll bring that puck up. Takes a quick look and see who she's with her. Goes behind the net. Up front. Makokis just fans on that shot. Quickly turned back the other way. And Makokis, a good job blocking that puck coming out in front. Ottawa still with it. Turnaround shot. Pharand will come up and kick that puck out. Comes the far side. One-timer attempt. Misfire. But a stick handling mishap goes just off the side of the net. Tries to center. Ottawa Putting on the pressure now. And Mississauga will try to get that puck out. Gets the line stopped. Ottawa controls on the board. Shot. Goes up and over the net. Far side. Mazi can't get there in time. Ottawa controlling behind the net. They'll move that back up to the point. To the middle of the ice. Down low on the far side. Try to center it. Makokis picks off that pass. Chip back behind the net. Mazi in a race to get there. She kicks that to her stick. And Ho now behind her own line. Chips up to Peddle. And Ho will get that out into the neutral zone. Ottawa at their own blue line. Goes D to D and regroups. They get it and dump it in. Oh, good check in the corner. Focus to help out. Bruch's fresh legs, picks up that puck, and she'll skate that out. She gets across the blue line. Throws the puck towards the net. And that's shipped into the corner. Pass up the wing. Pasma stays at the line. Does a nice job poking that back. Soja on the forecheck, up the wing again. And the Coulier will keep that puck in. Pokes it down low. Ottawa along the boards. Move it out to the middle. A little bit of room. McDonald cuts that off. Picks that up. Moves it back down to Pasma. Pasma drops McDonald behind her own net. Up the boards to Crucius. Crucius just misses Soja in the middle. And Ottawa will take it back the other way. Ottawa, nice that in. Had to tag up. McDonald to Pasma. Pasma right back to McDonald. This is her stick. Ottawa jumps on that. They cut towards the net. Backhand shot. And Pharand has to make it stag. That will give Mississauga a chance to change. 1 minute left to go. 2-1 Mississauga. Theron. Face off one by Ottawa to the point. Theron going right to the point. Owen chips up the boards. Fabro tries to take it out. She has her puck checked off of her stick. Gloyns chips up the boards. The team is there. She centers. Spinning in front. Back to the point. Up in front, and Zunn does a good job of deflecting that puck. Chases it down. Breaks through the middle. She's getting through, but hassled. Knocks her stick out of her hands. No call on the play. She sticks with it. Gets it to Theron out front. Fabro on her backhand. Owen there too. And Fabro's knocked down. Not sure how there wasn't a call on that play. .8 seconds left to go. Face off one. Reno throws the puck towards the net. To the point, Owen, far side. Gloyns throws one on. Right there for Langis, and Langis will pot it with 6 seconds left to go in the second period. Langis with her second of the weekend, 6th of the week here, will restore the 2-goal lead. And with that, Mississauga will go into the dressing room after 2 periods, up 3-1. To the point, Owen, far side. Gloyns throws one on. Right there for Langis, and Langis will pot it with 6 seconds left to go in the Fabro wins that face off. Back to Theron. Theron over to Makokis. Makokis down the wall to Ho. Ho right on front. Fabro one-timer shot. Zunn right there on the doorstep. Throws a puck through traffic. And that goes in. A seeing eye shot. Strips the puck. Bounces back. Ho. She has it knocked off her stick, and Ottawa goes the other way. Cross. Backhand pass and a blocker save by Pharand. Behind the net. Ottawa tries to move it up. That pass is cut off. Makokis cuts the front on a backhand. Waits. Flips that and puts it into the back of the net. Makokis just waited out to the point. Pasma shot. Another block. And Ottawa go back the other way. Breakaway chance. Shot. That goes up and over the net. To the point. Owen, far side. Gloyns throws one on. Right there for Langis. And Langis will pot it with 6 seconds left to go in the and that'll just get out. Makokis back to home. Mazi throws it to the middle. Makokis gets a shot. She rings it off the bar. And up the wall. Soja turns that right around. LeCoulier. Up to the front. Crucius a shot off the crossbar. And he goes up and out of play. Owen cuts that off. She'll pick that puck up. She's got some time and room. Throws it hard. And chips it in. A beautiful pass by Owen to Langis. And they finally open. Pasma to get that puck fired to the far side, but Ottawa's there to meet it. They'll get a puck on net, deflected on. Rebound comes up, and oh my God, Hepburn, another. that'll just get out. Makokis back to home. Mazi throws it to the middle. Makokis gets a shot. She rings it off the bar. And up the wall. Soja turns that right around. LeCoulier. It's up to the front. Bruce, it's a shot off the crossbar. And he goes up and out of play. Owen cuts that off. She'll pick that puck up. She's got some time and room. Throws it hard. And chips it in. A beautiful pass by Owen to Langis. And they finally open. Pasma to get that puck fired to the far side, but Ottawa's there to meet it. They'll get a puck on net, deflected on. Rebound comes up, and oh my God, Hepburn, another. And that'll just get out. Makokis back to home. Mazi throws it to the middle. Makokis gets a shot. She rings it off the bar. And up the wall. Soja turns that right around. LeCoulier. It's up to the front. Bruce, it's a shot off the crossbar. And he goes up and out of play. Owen cuts that off. She'll pick that puck up. She's got some time and room. Throws it hard. And chips it in. A beautiful pass by Owen to Langis. And they finally open. Pasma to get that puck fired to the far side, but Ottawa's there to meet it. They'll get a puck on net, deflected on. Rebound comes up, and oh my God, Hepburn, another. period. Mississauga starts with a 3-1 lead. They control off the face-off. And Makokis come up, take a shot, blocked. Puck sits out front. Aquino, the top, just chip that back down in the zone. Mississauga, only one with playoff chances so far. Mississauga bench cheering as Kika Ho, hard stick left, throws a Ottawa stick way up in the air. Ottawa across the line, takes that shot, and that's deflected up and out of play. Shots after the 2 periods. Mississauga with 37, Ottawa with 12, 18-6 in the period. Face off one. Pasma will go far side to Mazi. Mazi can't catch up to that. And for Ha will have to make a stop. Deflects off the backboards and she'll catch that for a face-off. Face-off won by Ottawa to the point. They can't get a shot through. A couple pats of the puck. And McDonald will get it at their own blue line. Chips up to Mazi. Mazi can't catch up to that. Quickly turn back the other way. But it goes through the skates of a couple Ottawa players. And Pasma will chip it up. McDonald up to Mazi. Mazi red line to the center. Hits Peddle. Peddle into the corner. Stops up. Waiting for some players to come up. It's nice towards the front of the net. Can't, just loses it right at the end. Owen now with it. She dumps it back into the corner. Makokis back up the boards to Owen. Owen chips it down. That pass picked off, and it'll get chipped out into the neutral zone. Owen quickly over to Gloyns. Gloyns skate that across the line. Tries to throw a puck to the front of the net where Mazi was crashing. That's picked off, and Ottawa will turn it back the other way. Ottawa through the middle, across the line. Owen blocks that shot attempt. Puck into the corner. Owen from behind her own net. She'll move it up to LeCoulier. LeCoulier, far side. She's checked off the puck. Gets it back. Brucic behind the net. Ottawa flips it up the boards and out into the neutral zone. Got to go past everybody and it'll roll all the way down, but not far enough for icing. Makokis chips it over to Ho. Ho tries to cut to the front. Slides off for her stick. Soja gets the red line, chip that in, chase it down. Into the corner. Ottawa backs that up. Zunn right there. Ottawa will get that out. Shoots it and goes off a Mississauga player. Goes the full length of the ice. Makokis, little dance and trips up. Trying to move up the ice. Does get out. Oh, blocks another dumping attempt. And we turn it right back the other way. Fabro. Pasma will keep that in at the point. Stays with it. She'll turn it right back in. Sticano's across the boards. Circles in the corner. Drops it for Fabro. Fabro gets to her forehand. Moves that to the point. Pasma across to McDonald. McDonald will go down the wing to Zunn. Zunn hit hard in the corner. She's pinned. A couple other hard hits. Mississauga will come out to the front. Fabro with a shot goes wide. Ottawa pushes it back behind the net. A couple tired Ottawa players trying to get to that puck. They'll get to the neutral zone. McDonald, backhand pass over to Pasma. Pasma spins off the check. She's got some room. She'll skate it up. Forehand to backhand, chases in the corner, spins, centers it, goes through the middle of the ice. Far side, and Ottawa will pick it up. 1-on-1, Gloyns blocks that shot. She stays with the check right to the corner. Staley on the forecheck. Puck chipped up. Gloyns chips it back up. Langis to the middle. Aquino on her backhand. Back to Langis. Langis shot goes wide of the net. A nice give and go. Langis and Aquino. Langis almost potting her second of the game. Puck squirts out into the neutral zone. Gloyns recovers. Back to the middle. Staley tips that up. Misses Aquino. The puck will go the length of the ice. There'll be an icing call on Ottawa. .57 left to go. Third period. Mississauga leads 3-1. Goals by Pasma, Makokis, and Langis. Puck moved up the boards. Makokis holds her check. Owen one-on-one. Does a good job staying with her man. And Gloyns goes far side, backing up. Puck tries to get centered. Peddle there. She chips up to Mazi. Mazi crisscrossing through the zone. Peddle with it behind the net. Drops for Mazi. Mazi up to the point. Owen will stop it there. She'll walk to the front. Takes the move to the far side. Throws it towards the front of the net and it hits the skate. So it comes right back. Mazi. Ho up to Peddle. Peddle chips that in. Makokis will chase that down. She pokes it behind the net. Ottawa skates out of the corner. They'll throw it to the line. Ho will keep that in. Ho stays with it. Gets that puck right back. Has it on her stick. Backhand. And a save by Nelson. Another shot across the crease. Krucic. Ho can't believe that didn't go in. Great chance. Krucic now with a forehand. Couple sticking out shot. Blocked. Right back. Soja trying to get that puck. Ottawa just trying to get that puck. Final lane out. And they'll skate it out. Two Hurricanes stop up and that puck gets dumped down. Ottawa behind the net. Centers. Put back into the corner. Makokis. Chips behind the net to Ho. Ho back to Makokis. The Krucic on the wing. Soja skates to center. She's knocked off the puck. Ho has the puck knocked off her stick. She goes far side to Soja. Soja just chips that pass. The Ottawa D. And Ottawa quickly turns it back the other way. They miss that puck. Comes all the way back to McDonald. McDonald from the front of her net. Skate through. Pasma. Far side. Zunn. Backhand pass. McDonald. McDonald up to Pasma. Pasma gets across the line. Takes a shot. That puck's blocked. She stays with it behind the net. Zunn covering. McDonald. Tipped by her towards the net. Kalia will jump on that puck. .18 left to go. Third period. Mississauga up 3-1. Face off won by Mississauga into the corner. McDonald to Pasma. Pasma hard off the glass. Aquino circling the neutral zone looking for that puck. Ottawa turns it back the other way. Puck towards the net. And Kalia will put that out of play. Langis digs in for the face-off. She'll win that back. Ottawa will recover though. Owen pinning in the corner. Puck goes out to the point. Thrown back into the corner. Gloyns will attack that. Good job of containing her player along the boards. Pass setter. Aquino will take that wide. Attacks the middle of the ice. Throws it towards the net. Nobody there. Far side, Owen in the neutral zone, just fire that puck back in. Ottawa from behind their own net. Staley there on the forecheck, though. Disrupt things a little bit. Aquino pulls it out. Langis. Far side, Gloyns. Gloyns a shot. Deflected in front. Puck sits there. Trying to be flipped up. Owen will glove that down. She'll take it into the corner. Try to center it. Tripped up on the way to the... Staley hit hard along the board. She's knocked down. Two Mississauga sticks now on the ice. Ottawa turns back the other way with some speed. Goes through the zone. And Kalia will cover up. Pharand just let that puck slide into her. Put the paddle down. Face off. One quick shot by Ottawa. Mazi along the boards, can't get that out. McDonald. Ottawa will chip that in the corner. Makokis cuts through the middle, comes off her stick. Back to McDonald. At the line, can't get it out. Makokis waves at that one. Backhand shot towards the net, doesn't get there. And Mazi will turn it, finally get to the far side. Too far for Peddle. Makokis now. Far side to Ho. Ho will chip that puck in. Wrong side of center, and that'll be icing. So 10:02 left to go. Third period. Mississauga. Entire crew on the ice. The face off to the left of Pharand. Face off, one to the point. Ottawa keeps it along the boards, throws it back to the middle of the ice. Shot towards the net. Pharand steers that to the corner. Puck gets out. Makokis now with it. She'll chip it up the boards. The rest of the team changing. She'll rag that corner. Cruch is coming down. It's on her backhand. Pasma keeps that in. Pasma, the point. Skates to the front of the ice. He puts that into the corner. McDonald now at her own blue line, over to Pasma. Pasma spins away for a check. Leaves it hard over LeCoulier. LeCoulier is going to be the first to that puck. And Nellis will cover that up. Face off. LeCoulier recovers to the point to McDonald. McDonald down the boards to LeCoulier. LeCoulier cuts to the front. Drops that puck back from McDonald. McDonald low to Soja. Soja will cycle it down. Crucius behind the net. Crucius tries to center. Knocked off her stick. LeCoulier behind the net. Ottawa recovers it. And they'll spin off a check. They'll turn back the other way. Ottawa through the neutral zone. Cutting, weaving. McDonald will pick that puck up. She'll turn it back. Drops it back to Pasma. Pasma from behind her own net. She'll start out skating up the middle. Leaves it wide to Crucic. Crucic in the middle of the ice. Steered to the side. In the corner. Fabro. Soja working on that puck. Up the boards. Chipped out in the neutral zone. Owen. Throw it up off the glass, and then it'll get in. Down on Ottawa goaltender. Just Ottawa turns it back up. They chip it up the side. Through the middle. Across the blue line. Into the corner. Pounded by Theron. Centering pass. This is Hotun. Puck out to the point. Shot. Tipped in front. Goes just wide. Theron up the boards. That'll get to the point. Shot. That's going to go wide of the net. Turn quickly. And Pharand to kick that shot out. Gloyns. Back to Theron. Theron to Owen. Owen cuts back to the middle. Far side. Zunn chips it up, but can't get any further than that. Turns right back the other way. Shot. It's going to go high and wide. Gloyns. Over to Owen. Owen flips it up to Fabro in the middle. Fabro get the red line. She'll get that puck deep. Aquino picks it up along the boards. Helped out by Langis. Langis. Fabro working. Aquino working in the boards. Daly now has some control over it. She'll take it down the ice. Gets knocked down. Ottawa throws it to the middle. Oh, picks that up. Oh. And that play's going to go just offside. 6:34 left to go here in the third period. Mississauga still with a 3-1 lead. Face off one by Mississauga. Oh, we'll skate that all the way to the other side. Across the blue line. Backhand attempt to get that deep. Is blocked. Ottawa takes it back behind their own net. Up the boards. Langis drops for Staley. Staley towards the net. Can't get to the net. She'll go behind. Come all the way around the other side. Throw a shot up and over top the net. Makokis goes off the boards. To Aquino. Aquino to her backhand. Tries to put it in front. She stays with it. Stops the exiting attempt. And Staley will put it back in the corner. Langis checked. Aquino pulls that out. Puts it to the front of the net. Staley's stick tied up. Can't get a shot away. She'll recover on the far side. Puts it to the point. Makokis. Slap shot. And that goes off. Wallace. Aquino tries to center. Back to the front of the net. Langis. Shot to the middle. Wallace. Nice stick check by Makokis. Turned back the other way. Host got some room. To the front. Little toe drag. Flip. Is knocked down on the play. Flipped up the boards, out to the neutral zone. McDonald up to Mazi. Mazi. It's Tiani Makokis. And Pasma will come back to get that puck. Ottawa forces it in. McDonald right back up the boards. Mazi there though. That's chipped into the neutral zone. Ottawa turns back in their own end. Drop pass. Couple moves and are into the neutral zone. Hotum across the line. Around Pasma. Shot goes up and over the net. Thanks. Across the top. Another shot that goes wide. To the top. Shot. And gloves by Pharand. She'll hold on for a face-off. .426 left to go in the third. Soja, face off, win. Coulier tries to pick that up. Has her stick lifted. Ottawa along the boards. Controlling. Contained nicely by Mississauga. Up to the point. Puck towards the net. Backhand to the front. Owen there. Steers that to the corner. Brucic behind the net to Gloyns. Gloyns up to LeCoulier. LeCoulier trying to look far side. Rolls off her stick. Turns back the other way quickly. Shot. Big blocker save. In the corner. That'll get out. Lost the blue line. Puck flick back in. Shannon just chips that in. Gloyns up to LeCoulier. Coulier, a couple moves to the center. Soja tries to hit Brucic in the middle on the stick, but it bounces off. And that puck will turn back the other way. Owen dumps it far side. Puck dumped in deep. Makokis over to Ho. Ho trying to go up the boards. Slides off her stick. Mississauga trying to play the clock a little bit. A shot. That goes puck just wide. Ho up to Fabro. Fabro breaks through. 2-on-1. Fabro tries to slide the puck across. But a nice check by the Ottawa defenseman. Into the neutral zone. Makokis, far side. It's Fabro who's wide open. Fabro tries to cut to the center with a toe drag. And a stick stops that. Oh, now in her own end. Over to Makokis. Makokis pins off the check. She goes behind her own net. Up the wall. Fabro bounces off her skates. Gets out into the neutral zone. Ottawa will turn it right back in. Fabro stops up behind her net. Tipped around the boards. Langis stays on that. Langis spinning. And she'll skate behind her own net. Langis throws that up through the middle, and that'll get out into the neutral zone. Aquino on that forecheck. Aquino looking for possible hand up there, maybe a slashing penalty, but no call. McDonald up to Aquino. Aquino will cut through. McDonald will jump in there on the play, but quickly covered up. And McDonald gives Nellis a bit of a snow shower there. Face off, won by Mississauga. McDonald throws the puck towards the net, goes off a skate in front, just goes wide. Mississauga scored 2 goals like that back in Mississauga. Ottawa will get it out into the neutral zone. McDonald moves there across to Pasma. Pasma will skate that to the red line and get that puck deep. Staley on the far side will pick it up. Last minute to go in the third period. Staley in the corner with Aquino. Ottawa working it out to the far side. Ottawa skating through the zone. No attempt by the goaltender to leave the net at this point. And a move, a nice backhand shot across the face of the net, but that goes wide. Langis behind the net to Gloyns. Gloyns will skate that. She'll get to the red line and just dump that puck deep. 12 seconds left to go. Ottawa from their own end. They'll skate it through the neutral zone. Shannon tries to center a puck. Mazi and Makokis both there. And that'll do it. Mississauga hangs on. 3-1 win over the Ottawa Senators. And that'll conclude the road trip. Mississauga taking 2 out of 3.